Part 1 of splicing APC connectors on this fiber drop. All right, so first we're going to unwind and lay out this fiber drop so we can easily work on it. Now I'm going to measure out an arm's length of fiber. That's usually enough to put inside our naps. And then I'm going to go ahead and strip the outer jacket off of this fiber. Then we're going to take apart the jacket, cut off the bones of the fiber. I forget what the technical term of those parts are. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the tube. Go ahead and cut the tube off so we can get straight to the fiber. Go ahead and crack that thing with my tube cutter. Peel the tube off. Now, I didn't show it, but I also had to wipe that off with alcohol before grabbing my APC connector. We're going to get this prepped so that we can run it through our fusion splicer. Now, with that white fiber, it's got a thicker shielding on it. So we've been having to adjust this grommet here on the APC connector. We had to cut off a couple pieces just to make everything fit after we do that. So we'll go ahead and feed it through the grommet there. After we get the grommet on, we're going to have to put the heat shrink on in place. That way we can be ready once we splice the APC connector. We already have the shielding there in place so that we can go ahead and heat shrink this bad boy here. You don't want to forget this step. If you forget this step, you'll be wasting an APC connector. I swear, you'll be wasting it, and then you'll be starting all the way over, and you don't want to do that. So now we got everything in place. Let's go ahead and strip this white fiber, this piece of fiber here, using the templates there in this fusion splicer. First, we're going to go ahead and strip it out. This auto strips it for us. It's really nice. So after you strip it, we're going to take the alcohol, wipe it off, get all that trash off of it. And when you wipe it, you want to hear that squeaky clean sound. So we go ahead and we've got one side prep. Oh, before we get that, we got to cleave this. After swiping it with the alcohol, we cleave it with the cleaver. Boom. Now we've got this side of the APC connector in place. Now to get the other side prepped. So we're going to put it into the template there. And we're going to go through the same process of stripping and cleaving. All right, so we got everything put in place. Let's go ahead and set this thing in the stripper there. Got a little heating element in there that makes it easy to strip the jacket off of the fiber. Go ahead and clean the excess junk off of the fiber. Get that squeaky clean sound. Let's go ahead and cleave it. We want to get, in a perfect situation, you would get a perfectly square cleave matching up to a 0.00 loss splice. But rely on your ISP for directions. Ours require a 0.03 loss of signal for a passing arc. And I got a 0.02 there. Now, you know, as soon as I opened up the splicer, I went ahead and opened up those templates there. You have to do that immediately, because if you don't, the fusion splicer will pull your splice apart. So right now that I've got the splice out, I'm putting the heat shrink back in place to prep it to have our splice heat shrink there. Should have did a better job of recording that. But as you see, we're going to go ahead and throw that into the heat shrink oven. And you set it in there just like so. And on this model of a fusion splicer, you hit the button and wait a couple of minutes. It's going to beep when everything is done. Now that it's all done, we've got to assemble the APC connector, put the grommet back on, lock it in to the front piece. And then we've got to put the green cover on there Please forgive my lack of technical terms. I forget what all these little pieces are called. Please let me know what they are in the comments. I'm sure you guys know what they are. Now I'm going to prep this for transporting my bucket so I can connect it to the nap. I'm going to tape the APC connector to the fiber so it doesn't go jiggling around and get hung up on something. I'd hate to have to redo this process. That's so annoying. All right, so give me a follow. Let me know what I got right. Let me know where I messed up. Peace.